Welcome to this unboxing of the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, one of the best Huawei devices released in 2020. And this is a flagship device, and the Pro Plus already shows you that this is the best flagship model from Huawei. So let's open it up. And the first thing that we will see here is the card, how to find apps with pedal search widget. So it gives you an information on how you can install applications with the pedal search widget. I already did a video about this and how you can update applications and such things. And here you have even phone clones, so how you can clone from your old Android device to your new Huawei device using the phone clone app from Huawei, which I already also did a video about. Then you have the phone itself, a very nice phone, a bit of a heft to it. You can see this is the white version of the phone, and this is ceramic apparently. It's a bit of heavy, I have to say. My first impression of the phone itself, very cool. And we have a 32 megapixel main shooter on the front, and a time of flight sensor, as well as a unlocking infrared sensor, I think it is. Yeah, then we have of course some materials here, just like the SIM eject tool and some paper. Let's get it out of here. And we also have a case for the P40 Pro Plus. As you can see here, this is a silica case, and here we have the instructions in various different languages, quick start guide, as well as a warranty card. Then we have the plugs here. As I'm in New Zealand, we get a New Zealand plug. This is the supercharged 40 watts. Then we have, of course, the 40 watt USB Type-C cable that allows you to charge the device via this cable. Let me get the plug out, USB-A to USB-C. And we have the USB Type-C headphones here, the normal Huawei ones that I already also did a review on, which are not so bad, I would say, but they're not really in-ear, they're just like on-ear a bit, so they don't have like a silicone rubber that goes into your ear canal. That's basically everything for the unboxing of the device, and that's everything in the box. Let's put the box away and let's take a look at the device itself. Let's get it unwrapped here. I have to just unwrap it like this, and wow. So this is the device. As you can see here, it has this nice little curve on the side and here as well, and on the top as well. Nice little curve, and on the bottom as well. Single firing speaker, USB Type-C 3.1, 2 nano SIM cards, or 1 nano SIM and nano memory card. We have a screen protector pre-installed. I can feel it if I slide my thumb over the edge of the screen. I can feel the screen protector. Not sure if it should be on or not. You can also feel it here. I don't like such screen protectors that you can feel. And then we have, of course, on the side, power button, a volume rocker, and on the top we have an infrared sensor, microphone, and the bottom definitely also a microphone next to the USB Type-C port. Kirin 990 is inside of here, the 5G variant of the chip, and it's an octa-core chip with a Mali G76 MP16 GPU, so 16 GPU cores inside. 512 gigabytes of internal memory, 8 gigabytes of RAM, UFS 3.0 storage, so it should be quite quick. And like I said, 50 megapixels on the back, 8 megapixel telescope, zoom 10 times optical, 8 megapixel 3 times optical zoom, and a megapixel ultra wide angle. And of course the time of flight sensor is here built in as well as on the front camera. Leica optics, 4K 60 frames up to 60 frames per second on the back and front. There's no... I'm also testing out the photo capability. So this is the one-time photo. This is the ultra-wide photo. This is the 3x zoom. Let's go a bit up here. And let's try the 10x zoom, which would be this here. This is awesome. You can really see it is stabilized first of all. It's not the newest software version, as you might saw after my unboxing. I did not update anything, but you can clearly see that the 10x zoom is spectacular. You can see the ornaments of this window pretty nice. Even in 3x zoom, if I zoom in a bit, it is still good. And this is the ultra wide. You can see more of the building here. It's a university building in Auckland. And this is a 50 megapixel sensor, downscaling to 12 megapixels. Pretty awesome. Let's try out the video mode. So this is the P40 Pro Plus now in ultra wide angle camera mode, which is the cine camera lens 40 megapixels. Let's go to one time. This is now 1x 50 megapixel, the best sensor. We can go to 3x, which is now, and we can go up to 10x, which is, let me zoom out. Now 10x zoom, and as you can see here, this is crazy quality. I'm not sure what it is recording in. I think it's 1080p 30 frames per second, but still the quality is crazy. Let's try a vlogging test. So this is now a vlogging test with a Huawei P40 Pro Plus, and I'm walking a bit so you can see stabilization. So let me walk up the stairs here, and it's the 1080p 60 frames per second recording of the Huawei P40 Pro Plus with the main 32 megapixel camera sensor in the front camera. And you can see that when I grab one of the devices here, for example, that my audio recorder, it can focus, so it has autofocus and quite close focusing distance even, as you can see here. Pretty nice, I would say. So pretty good also for vlogging, this camera, I would say. You have to have a selfie stick to have this really wide angle, otherwise if you want to hold it in the hand it would look like this. It's a bit close, I would say. So have a selfie stick, then it will work a little bit better. And I think the stabilization works quite okay. For a selfie cam, this is perfectly for vlogging, I would say. You can see yourself. It is quite comfortable and yeah, quite good in this bright conditions. Let's try out how the back side camera, the cine lens, is performing for vlogging. So now recording with the cine lens and selfie stick again, and let's try the stairs again to see if the stabilization works good. Cine lens is wide, pretty ultra wide for this matter, so it should work pretty nicely when it comes to recording stabilized footage. And yeah, I'm on the top now, and yeah, can walk down now, and colors should be fine, dynamic range should be fine. The ultra wide sensor is pretty good for recording selfies and vlogs. I trust the Mate 30 Pro ultra wide lens, and this is basically the same cine lens in the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, so no issues there, no problems there. Probably the stabilization gets even better with the new software update on the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. And yeah, that's everything for the main lens. Let's try out the for the cine lens, let's try out the main lens. So did anything change? This is the main lens, the 50 megapixel main lens, and the selfie block. And let's try the stairs a little bit more rapidly to see if this works. This has OIS and EIS, so it should work even better than the cine lens. Even if I go a little bit faster here, it should still stabilize nicely. Yeah, that's I think everything for the first impression. And by the way, everything recorded via the microphone attached via USB Type-C to the smartphone itself, because the software can record from the USB Type-C microphone or adapter dongle. Some motorcyclists very loud, but you probably can still hear me. So very cool that this software combo allows me to directly record from my external microphone. There's no 3.5mm headphone jack, and there's only one loudspeaker at the bottom. We have Bluetooth 5.1, we have GPS, NFC, infrared, and USB Type-C 3.1 with USB on-the-go support. Internally we have an battery of 4200 milliampere hours, and it can be fast charged either via 40-watt plug or via 40-watt wireless charging. But you need, of course, a wireless charging stand from Huawei, which allows you to charge with 40 watts, which is a bit unusual, and I don't think here in New Zealand you can get it. And of course it allows reverse wireless charging up to 27 watts, which is, I think, pretty awesome for a smartphone, and reverse wireless charging. This is the white ceramic version. There's a black ceramic version as well available. And yeah, let's turn on the device. We're pressing and holding the power button. It has a 6.58 inch screen with a resolution of 1200 by 2640 pixels, so a little bit more than the Full HD Plus. And yeah, the device is turning on. The display itself has the ability of presenting you 90 Hertz, so 90 times in a second it's refreshing the display, which should lead to a very fluid device. So let's get started here. We are in New Zealand. Choose New Zealand. Next, we agree to the licensing terms. We could insert an SIM card right now. I skip this. We can enter our credentials for the Wi-Fi. I already feel this, it's very grippy kind of feeling with this protection foil, with the screen protector, which is a little bit, I don't like this, I have to say. I really don't like this kind of protection that, first of all, you can feel it here on the side if you swipe back or something like this. And here, even if you type on something, it's not like glass, it's like a bit of rubbery texture, which I really don't like. So probably I will take this off, but we'll see. You have to have a Huawei ID if you want to proceed, otherwise it will lag. You can skip it by going to I don't have a Huawei device account, and then you can click on skip, but it will keep nagging on that you turn this on. And there's a cloud backup option that you can use, the same as with Google usually, and in this case I have the option to just say, okay, I'll turn this on, want to sync my data, contacts, browser, and so on, and I can then simply copy over also my Wi-Fi stuff, all the stuff from my Huawei Mate XS, for example, or my Mate 30 or other Huawei devices, which is, I think, a good feature. So you have this option. Here's a privacy notice. I click on agree, and I have the option to have the find my phone option here. And yeah, Huawei mobile services, like what should it send, personalized ads, ad ID statistics, and HMS core auto updates, which I can enable. And I can disable the personalized apps, as well as the ad ID stuff. Disable ad ID, and click on next. Device protection, I can set up a fingerprint and face recognition. So I have to give it a pin. I can say I want a 3-digit pin. Choose a very easy pin here. Click on OK. Add fingerprint. Okay. For some reason it switched to a dark theme. Now you can see that the fingerprint reader is a bit high up here on the device, but as the device is a bit bigger, it makes a lot of sense to have the fingerprint reader a bit higher up, also because of the heft of the device. Can set up a face recognition, enable ways to wake, and can enable or disable this here. Let me disable this, I don't like this, and get started. Now have to do it here, as you can see, maybe you saw it. And yeah, enhanced services, enable all services. I can import data now, move data from another device, restore from Huawei Cloud Backup, and I have the option then to restore stuff from the Huawei Cloud Backup. And here I have various different cloud backup stuff that I can restore simply from my Mate 30 Pro, for example, which is like here I think this is from the 7th of November, the latest one. I can choose this one and have then basically everything that I need. It's even restoring like gallery photos and videos that I don't want to restore in this case. But yeah, you can, if you want to restore this, you can say restore from a cloud backup, or set up as a new device, restore from, move data from another device. There you have the option to use the iPhone or iPad, for example, which is also available here. So very handy tool. I will set up as a new device. I of course use the gesture control and get a nice little overview on how they work. I know this already. Wonder if there's an option or possibility to skip this. Finish, and I have some apps that I can install already. Hound, Jazio, Calories, TomTom Navigation, Snapchat, Deezer, WeChat, AliExpress, TikTok, and so on. And some of them have already here already marked for installation. I don't want any of those apps. I want to show you how much free space you have, and here we are on the device itself. Let's go into settings, and let's go into the storage. And as you can see here, from the 512 gigabytes used are 15.96, so basically 16 gigabytes are used already for the operating system itself, and 822 megabytes for apps and app data. And that's the device itself. It's setting stuff up. It's probably downloading stuff, as it is not the newest version, I assume. And yeah, this is the display, and as you can see here, we have the option to set the refresh rate. By default it is set to high, which is 90 Hz for smoother animations. In terms of bloatware, we have not much installed, but you can find on the second screen some business options or folders, which you can see there. They have a little download symbol there, so they are not downloaded. Microsoft Office is here, for example. Data Clock and 2 Degrees. 2 Degrees is a mobile carrier in New Zealand is here, and there's ExpressVPN and Cam Scanner, and those are marked with the little download, so they are just recommendations. They're not really installed here, and I can of course remove them without any issues. I think this is a good compromise, because you don't have then you have of course a bit of clutter here, just like Asphalt 9, but if I click on this, you can see that it wants to download this. So instead of installing it on your device and wasting space already, you just have like a recommendation list here that you can install if you like to, but you don't have to install them. Same goes for lifestyle, and then social media like Tinder, Telegram, and so on. So you have the option to install them via one click, but you don't have to. I think it's a good solution. As the phone does not ship with the Google services, Google mobile services, but Huawei mobile services, you have the app gallery here, and this allows you to install several applications. Let me agree to this. My current country is set to Germany because my Huawei account is set up in Germany, but it doesn't change much. Only the recommendation list. Here you have the recommended apps again. I can install them if I'd like to, or I can just say skip. I don't want to install them. And I have a new update already for the app gallery, as well as all the other options. So here I have the option to just install updates. As you can see here, this is how it will look like, and it will just, like on Google Play service, install updates. And in this case it closed itself because it is updating itself. But if I open it up again, you can see, yeah, this is how it looks like, and I can go here and update a lot more stuff, and I can say update recommended, and also auto update via Wi-Fi, so it should auto update those applications as well in a few minutes. As you can see here, there are lots and lots of updates to install after the first launch of the device. And you can of course go to featured and have some applications here that you can download, and alternatively you also have the option to use pedal search. So this is now Huawei Mobile Services Update installing in the background. They have like a new license agreement that you have to agree to. You have pedal search somewhere. There it is, pedal search. I can click on this, and it will allow you to search for more applications. No thanks, no, and got it. And allow when using. And yeah, I have local news here, as well as the option to just go in here and have collections of various different applications or pages. And I have of course, the option to simply search for stuff. So if I want to search for Netflix, for example, I have the option to, well, it might be one of the searches that you might want to use. I search for apps and have the APK Pure link here. I can click on install. It's downloading Netflix in the newest version and allows me to install this APK. Let's do this so I can show you that this really works. As you can see here, internet is working very fast and without any issues. And if you install something with pedal search, this is how it will look like. And yeah, installing, allow, hit install, don't leave the screen. It's installing, installation successful. I can go back here and the Netflix symbol should appear. There it is. I can click on the Netflix symbol, and as you can see here, it will allow me to log in a few seconds. As you can see here, get started, and I have the option just to log in. So it's asking me for signing in and put in my stuff and can sign in here. Let's see which version of this system we have running here. Let's go to system update. We can see we have version 10.1.0.132, which is not the newest version. I think there should be a newer version available. So if we search for updates now, it will show you update available 10.1.0.142. And this update improves camera focusing, camera security of June 2020. And I'm pretty sure after I installed this and will run an update again, there will be security update for August and for October and September, and then up until November, I think. So this is this. I will do this later on. One thing that I want to show you is, let me go to pedal search and try to search for DRM info. Because some people say Netflix, yeah, Netflix doesn't run in the highest resolution, so no HD support. There's an exception. I think the exception is here. This device, the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, which is a little bit expensive, but it is the device that has the option to play also in HD, Netflix in HD, because it has white wine level 1 apparently. Let's check if this is true, or yes, it has clear C white wine level 1, security level 1. As you can see here, white wine CDM security level 1, so it has HD support for Netflix. I don't know how this device got this, and the normal P40, P40 Pro, and even I think Mate 40 and Mate 40 Pro, and I think also Mate 40 Pro Plus didn't get them. I'm not sure about this. If you have a Mate 40, Mate 40 Pro, you can of course tell me if the white wine level there is also one which allows you to play back full HD videos on Netflix, for example. So that's this. This is now everything for this software overview to the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. This is everything for this unboxing. If you'd like to see more, have questions on the device, you can write in the comment section. That's everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time. Bye.